Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Summit 6 Qualifiers. I know it says Summit 5 up there, but you already know what it is. It's actually Summit 6 time, and CDEC are going to be the ones that take the Drow Ranger. You know, this is exactly what we saw in the upper bracket, no, actually grand finals, excuse me, of the Shanghai Dota 2 Open between CDEC and EHOME. They traded games apiece where the first game, Newbie got Drow Ranger, the second game, CDEC got Drow Ranger, and both times the team with Drow Ranger won. Surprise, surprise, this hero's still really good, and nobody wants to ban her out because I don't know why. You need to ban Drow Ranger. She's obnoxious and really hard to deal with, and if you lose a team fight, you lose the game. We'll see if they have what it takes to be able to deal with it. I'm really curious to see what EHOME's answer is. I will say that's one of the things to me that feels probably strongest about EHOME is I would say the thing to me that feels strongest about EHOME is how they react to teams, how they react in the course of a draft. So we'll see how it works. I'm really interested. Rubik and Phantom Assassin are going to be the picks. Rubik, a little bit surprising to me. I'm curious what the main reason is behind this. When I think about what we see, like, there's a couple of things here. All right, Rubik is not necessarily going to be the hero. If you're taking a Rubik this early on, there's other heroes with better instant disable. There's other heroes that deal nuke damage. You have spell steal, but if you're taking it this early, you're not really stealing anything. I mean, out of these two, what are you going to steal? Tether? Like, what? So to me, a large part of the reason you might take Rubik is actually because of that null field, which interests me because Drow Ranger is predominantly a right-click hero. So I'm very perplexed by this. Maybe it's just that long attack range, but Rubik also doesn't have the highest damage.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, you have a really a nice projectile speed and everything else. It's like 600 range, I want to say, or somewhere around there. But low damage, not a whole lot of armor. I don't know. It's a very interesting first round pick to me. So I'm wondering if it's like in response to what we've been seeing a lot, which is the Drow Ranger Maelstrom build when you go to Aghanim, so that way it shuts down your late game potential, which is something. But again, that just all feels very odd to me. But we'll see what it is, the reason that EHOME are wanting to take it. They played a really great Rubik last game, and maybe they're just thinking whatever spells we can steal, it's going to be good. And, I mean, Puck's pretty decent. There's a lot of good stuff there. Timbersaw is also going to be the pick now. More often than not, we've seen the Timbersaws go mid nowadays. You have also occasionally seen them try and stand up in that one-on-one matchup in the off lane or whichever lane it happens to be. More often than not, it's felt like it's been in that top lane where it's been like a Timbersaw versus an Axe, or a Timbersaw versus a Slardar, or a Slardar versus a Sand King. It's all of those strength melee heroes just brawling it out and trying to remain supreme above all the others. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Again, I might try and message Jack and see if he can ask Lanham, because I'd like to know what the reasoning is behind that Rubik, and maybe that's not something that they want to reveal either. I guess the other thing about it, you know what it probably part of it is as well? Fade Bolt is one of the best spells in the world at going for counter initiation and counter push, and if you look at what it actually does, you end up reducing the damage that's dealt as well through each individual creep that gets hit and each individual hero that gets hit. Now, the problem is that it's a flat reduction, so it doesn't scale well into the later stages of the game, but it can do pretty well at counter-pushing nonetheless. Like, a Rubik is probably one of the best counter-pushing heroes that there is. So in that way, it's pretty good, but I'm not sure if it's still worth it. They're going to go for an Auk, though, and all of a sudden, that starts to look a little bit more cool now. You think about putting an Aghanim Scepter. I would imagine you stick it actually on the Rubik first before even the Timbersaw. And taking this fourth, to me, tells me that this is EHOME specifically, like, really want, like, this is two picks to counter out the Alchemist with an Ancient Apparition still in the pool. I don't think you can go AAIO, though. That's probably not something that would work. So I honestly really think that this this might be the whole, a lot of the reasoning behind it. And it feels to me like this is a very crafted draft from EHOME. You start to think about what this would have looked like. They would have known that CDEC were going to take the Drow. And if they didn't take the Drow, then EHOME takes the Drow, and they're perfectly happy with that as well, I'm sure. Maybe it throws them for a little bit of a loop in a second where they're like, well, why are they giving us Drow? But they end up taking it. Nonetheless, I think this is really good. So Alchemist, CDEC really need to start thinking about how they deal with this. Puck doesn't really like going up against Alchemist either. Acid Spray is just so great at causing issues there. You can go for, like, so here's the thing. There's moments where a Puck can find a kill on an Alchemist, but it's like very tenuous. You start to think about what you need. You need to be able to jaunt to the other side of the Acid Spray and like catch him there with the silence while also right-clicking and one other hero rotating in. And if you manage to find like that type of a moment, there's those little moments where you can find a kill. But if it's just like a one-on-one farming matchup, Puck, it's too big of an AoE, the Acid Spray, to really deal with. And I think that you can just kind of get slowly whittled down. And Alchemist can even walk up and trade hits with Puck at that point, because Puck doesn't have the highest HP in this early stages. Deals more with, like, you know, dodging the big spells or whatever else that comes through. So I think that this actually is going to work out quite well. Puck, again, can find those kills on Alchemist, but they're going to need another hero. Like, a Kunkka would have been great here, obviously banned out early on. They're taking a long time to figure out what they want to run. They're going to take the Clockwork, so this tells me, again, Clockwork, a hero that, I mean, Flare can help a little bit with finding that initial kill in the mid lane against the Alchemist, but I don't think that's why they're going to be taking it. It's much more...
10 seconds remaining.
Are they going to run an AA? They might. They're actually thinking that it's going to be
Radiant
a Clockwork support. They ban out the Invoker. Man, Invoker versus Alchemist is another one of those interesting matchups. But we don't need to talk about that because it's not actually happening. There is some interesting drafting going on right now. I don't know if CDEC are going to... This, to me, feels too outside of the box. It's a hero that can start the fight, but this means that it's either going to be a support Clockwork or it's the Puck off lane with the Drow Ranger mid against the Alchemist. That... I still don't know if I like that. What are CDEC doing? What is... Did they click the wrong hero?
10 seconds
what?
remaining.
Templar Assassin.
What is this lane?
EHOME's turn to pick.
Are they gonna... Oh my god, what is this game? Dota 2! Alright. Alright. It's gonna be a support Clockwork. Alright, that makes... I still don't know if I love it. Like, obviously it's been done before, but... Oh, man. Basically, what the tree gives them at the end there is that survivability. This is a really, really, really cool draft. Treant Protector Ags late game 2. Oh, man. I love the EHOME draft. I really, really like this response. This is so good. This is so, so good. It is going to be the June Puck. We've seen this work time and again. It's really impressive. He went, like, some crazy... it was, again, casting with Aosin, and he just destroyed in the off lane. Highest GPM by far. He went, like, I want to say 24-0. It was absurd. It was, like, a really, really great game as the off lane Puck. All right, and we have that initial little spike, but it does look like things are a little bit cleaner than we had in the previous game. Again, it's completely random. I'll talk more in depth about it as we get into the next game as to what the cause is of the lag when it happens. But nonetheless, we're going to get started now. EHOME facing off against CDEC. I really like EHOME's draft. I don't really love CDEC's draft. I don't know if you can go Clockwork against this type of a lane. Even against a Timbersaw, it's rough. Oh, and they're moving in immediately. Clockwork is going to be by the tier 1 tower. The smoke breaks. They could go for the lift. Pull him back in. Oh, get over here. He's going to go down. Blocked in by 4 heroes. No way out. September. His first blood as EHOME draw it. An easy first blood for EHOME. And this is going to allow Old Chicken to scale up his Grievel's Greed. And oh man, this is already exactly how they want it. Game is potentially going to be hard. November is... Oh my god, are you really doing it? Is November gonna Iron Talon jungle Drow? What is happening? Oh, CDEC, I don't know if this was the play in the least bit.
We'll take that.
All right, well, they're gonna be able to take down 11 here, potentially. Well, he does have a salve. Yeah, he's going down. There's no way. Nicely done there. We find the kill. I'm gonna try a quick reconnect because it does look there's little itsy bitsy pieces of lag, and then we'll get back into it. But nonetheless, man, what a weird one. If I do say so myself, I am not sure about it. I'm really, really not sure. So you kill off the Clockwork in the bottom lane. You lose your Timber Saw, who looks to be... I mean, it looked like he was going... There's no way he's going mid, right? He was just trying to head out and escape with his life. I'm sure. There's no way you go mid there. Oh, Timber Saw. Yep, and Alchemist is going to be there mid. All right, so it makes sense. Good stuff. Looks like we are recovering as well. All fine and dandy, but yeah, this early harassment that can be up-leveled by Old Chicken. He is actually just insane. He does not give a hoot. He is about to acid spray between tier 1 and tier 2. Oh, Old Chicken, what are you doing? What have you done? Old Lanham is here, Feb. You might be going down, missus. They bring in the Trio Protector. They've got the catch as well. But now October diving the tier 1 tower this early on November. The Iron Talon jungling Drow comes in to try and help out her buddy. But now October might be going down. They don't need another lift. Does have a tether, though. And there's the jump away. Trees are going down. What have you done, CDEC? How does June win this lane against Old 11? How does Clockwork deal with just dagger harass? Trio Protector did kill off the IO as well. Just dives after him, the boots early on. And man, this is already shaping up to just be a potentially disastrous early game for CDEC. Like, he desperately needs to find these cogs. And even if he manages to catch her with Battery Assault, even then, I think you can Phantom Strike out of that, if I'm not mistaken. Arcane Rune picked up for the Alk. Meanwhile, that did leave the top rune for the tree, but this is even, in some ways, harder to deal with. He does have enough for an Acid Spray now, and it's on a 15-second cooldown. Oh, man. Shenanigans. Shenanigans, I tell you. And they're gonna block out November's camp. Not to mention looking to see if he can take the large creeps from it. Oh, this is such a painful life. Old Chicken is gonna get tree armor. Lanham is stealing a good amount of experience here as well. He's gonna try and steal some of that farm. Oh, it is a hard life. And November's like, come help me, guys. Left with solely an Iron Talon. And he can Fade Bolt this. Like, eventually, he can just Fade Bolt it. He's just trading hits with Drow. What? Oh, Drow, say it ain't so. You're not going to get your big creep, are you? Oh, and Bro let her back in. November! They take the creep, and they take her life. She's died. Oh, God, in mid lane. TA is so low. CDEC is getting eviscerated. Like, this early supporting combo, what were you going to do? The Iron Talon shenanigans, I think, may have officially been killed. I think EHOME were the ones that put the axe in the hatchet. And now, Old 11, I mean, he doesn't care either. He can just chase June out of here. October is in the area. I don't know if he can even really stop this. They do have the Whirling Death, and meanwhile the Silence comes out, still thinking about trading a couple of those hits. But 11 is tanky, and now they wrap around onto September. The Phantom Strike forward. They have the Battery Assault, but September's potentially going to go down as well. No way to stop it. Dominating streak for Guardian. 4-0 for the Tree. Tree is back, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that it was just... I don't know why you take Clockwork there. Like, they were worried. The Alchemist pick was definitely the thing that got them worried. Like, how do you deal with this Alchemist? But already the TA alone. Oh, the Tree Armor! I don't think they can kill him. Oh, they got him. Nicely played there. TA finding the kill. And they needed that one desperately. That could have gone so much worse for them. But good decision right there with the big bad Tree. He's coming in. He wants to party. He's going after Feb. Oh, Feb. Oh, no. You're going down. No refraction. No nothing. Io might just end up dying as well. Oh, Guardian may be in trouble now. They do actually find that kill. Huge plays. They do rotate 4-4 it also, but, man, that was so desperately needed. Tree almost found that kill. All right. Okay. Good stuff. EHOME, they're losing a little bit here, and CDEC are pulling it back. You don't want to see a complete and utter shutout, definitely. The big problem we're seeing is that this Alchemist is still farming just so significantly, although the rotation in as the Feb TA is there trying to survive, and Tree Arm will keep him really nice and topped off. Bottom lane, Sylar also now in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be able to Phantom Strike out of the creep wave, and now Clockwork is stuck in here as well. It does have the flare, bringing Sylar somewhat low. They have Tree Armor again, now back up, and suddenly October is going to end up being punished for this one. And they keep Sylar alive, ready to chase down September. There's the slow. Lift is going to be there as well. Now they jump forward. The Acid Spray is down again. Old Chicken. They eviscerate him because PA is level 6 and is critting up a Storm. 3-7 so far. And Tree has been involved in every single kill, helping out in one way or another. He's going to have his Arcane Boots now. He can spam out his heals if he wants to. Oh, he did just use one, but Old Chicken isn't going to pay for that. I think he's fine. He's got his ulti now. And CDEC, I don't know if they were prepared for this, as Timbersaw finds the kill onto June. He is going to be pushed back and will probably die. Well, maybe not. He has a salve. Oh, can they find the kill? They do get him. Tree Armor a little bit too late. I think that it did just come off of cooldown now, but he knows exactly where this November Drow Ranger is. There's the Leech Seed, and the right click's just going to try and hassle her. Doesn't get the time to farm at all. Moving back in again. They've also brought the Rubik. This is their home now. EHOME live here. Go to some other jungle. That's actually not a bad idea. Drow should go over into Dire jungle at this point. Like, I don't know. You've got Iron Talon, Boots. You've almost got your Aquila, but at this point, it is just not, it is not working out. And now Tree, with Nature's Guise, is going to be able to try and scout them out over here as well. He sees the big stack. Doesn't have anything to block it at the moment, but they could even think about taking this eventually. Oh, wait, he's in the area. All right, Tree Armor is about to wear off. He needs to hide. Is doing it now, and it looks like they... I don't think they can contest, but he can at least... Yeah, they pop the dust. The ball hit him. It's going to back out now. Silenced as well, and Guardian is going to pay for that. So he does finally get punished, but now you also have the rotation in from Old Chicken. Acid Spray has been laid out. TA is going to try and take this. She gets a couple, but also you're getting some of the Greevil's Greed down through there. That one pops to Alchemist, and he steals a couple of those. Feb now, they might be in a little bit of trouble. All right, Old Chicken pops his ultimate, still stuck into there. They're going to be able to get the lift and the push out. Lanham still in trouble, is going to end up getting the Tree Armor, and still he is running away. Bottled as well. We get a little bit of lag. Don't do it to me now. Lanham survives. Timbersaw takes down the Drow. EHOME are turning it. Feb is going to go down. They get the Guardian pushbacks on the cogs, but Guardian's still up front and center, and now the turnaround, they end up losing the puck too. June is dead. They find September, and they were thinking about going for him, but don't quite have enough to get him. Suddenly, we're having a lot of loss. We weren't getting any before, but uptick is significant as Clockwork takes down the PA.
My friends is why
A little bit of an overextension, and
Radiant's
11
middle tower is under
able to bring
attack.
down that IO. Very strange
Radiant's
series of
structures
events.
are fortified.
6 to 12. This game is absurd, honestly. All right, I'm going to try one more reconnect real quick. It looks like there's a bit of a lag spike. Never fear, guys. Dota 2 will be here. Come on now. I believe in you. Oh, lordy. What is going on? Don't worry. We're going to be back. We're going to be good. Well, 10 minutes in. TA is still top of the net worth. Things could be significantly worse for CDEC right now. She's building towards that Desolator, and that might be a way in which they find their way back into this. But the big problem is Alchemist has been somewhat left unchecked. He hasn't hit as many of the bounty runes as you would want. He hasn't really been a part of too many kills as we get the jump through of Old 11, and they're actually relocate out. Bottom lane, they're going, but Tree is fine. Sylar is good too. The relocate gank I don't think is going to end up working out. Io just gets obliterated, and now on the other side, June gets brought down as well. Double kill for Sylar. That was not the play in the least, but Old 11, good reactions from him. TPs to the bottom lane.
Is under attack.
Fight recap shows us a 900 gold swing off the back of those couple of kills.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Old Chicken
top
also
tower
able to
is
take
under
down a
attack.
couple of those. I mean, he can just acid spray this, and it's so hard for Feb to actually do damage to the tower. They've got the tree armor to keep it alive. Man, this draft, I think EHOME might have solved the problem. They may have actually broken Drow. I don't know if Tree completely does it, but it's something. And particularly the fact that you could run the Drow without having your lanes be punished. That's the big thing. Sylar now is going to get jumped upon, but the tree armor's keeping him alive. He's going to be able to Phantom Strike, trying to run out of there, and Turns is still in some trouble, is going to go down. The Nature's Guise wasn't going to keep him alive with those Isle Balls there. And now Guardian sticking around a little bit too long himself. He's going to get punished. So a double there, bottom lane. Old 11 just continuing to push in.
Dire's top tower.
All right, come on now.
Attack.
This is the thing. It just fluctuates so much.
Radiant's
Never know how
middle
much
tower
loss you're
is
going to be
under
getting.
attack.
Oh, Lanham.
Radiant structures
Yeah, this is
are
a rough one for him as well. Timbersaw is in the area, and they too just jump through, kill off the IO. Oh, lordy, is Lanham really going to walk away from this? Are you joking? What? He phase shifts, but Lanham is on a killing spree. He lives through all of that. He had the regen rune popped, still going to be alive, and now they're chasing further for Feb. They might even be able to go further now after September, as he is going to be able to throw out the cogs. And it looks like Old Chicken
Radiant's
farming the
middle tower
cogs.
is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah.
Dire's structures.
They've also caught Feb now, who is going to drop to this one. They have the stun laid out, getting ready to dive tier 3 towers. EHOME are just all over them, 18-8. And it really says something. When you win with the first pick Drow, you give it back away to the team, and they don't end up having the same type of success that you were able to achieve with it. It's not just important, as we see September maybe going to be in some trouble as well. It's not just important for this game in particular, in this series in particular, but these teams play each other a lot. And if CDEC have been more or less figured out, or their Drow Ranger strat has been figured out, it makes the game a lot more difficult. Every subsequent one. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully it will work this time. Again, want to apologize. It's so weird. It feels like it's working really well for a long time, and then suddenly it drops down. right, here we go. Oh, look at that. 0 loss. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Feb? Still not at the Desolator. Should have it completed, as he's going to head back and not get caught out by this gank. But we've talked about how strong this lineup of EHOME is at going even into the late game. You start to think about a couple of these pickoffs that they'll be able to get eventually as they drop the Dream Coil onto Old 11. Silence is down there as well. Battery Assault doing a decent chunk of damage, but he just Timber Chains away. He is too big right now. With the aura on top of him and having tree armor available, it's just, you can't bring down this Timber Saw. And meanwhile, Feb, they have a lift up. Lanham reveals that there is a Desolator, pulls Feb into him, is going to steal the refraction as well, now turns it back around. Old Chicken might be in trouble. Is he going to go down? Has the tree armor, but it's not enough. Just too much damage coming out with that Drow Ranger aura. And now Lana might be in trouble as well. They are bringing in the Timber Saw. Want to heal himself back up to full as they actually pop the bottle. They have the Bloodstone. They want to try and fight with this one. If Timbersaw can get a couple of quick kills, turns on to October, and that is going to be one go in their direction at the very least. September is going to get Phantom Struck. Old Lanham is in the area as well as chasing them down with the right clicks, and with the Chakram coming out a little bit too late, that might be enough to ensure September's escape. They still do not have vision, and they find the kill. Fade Bolt comes in from Lanham for the snag. Nicely done there. So they lose their Alchemist, but Rubik is continuing to get large. He's got his Blink finished off. June out of mana, actually, but they won't be able to punish. A Phase Boots Alchemist.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What is he doing? I don't think this Alchemist is going Radiance. I'm not sure. Maybe he is. The jump in, though, from Feb. They've got October still there in the area as well. Dream Coil connects onto 2, but Tree Armor is going to be there. They also have well, they don't have Overgrowth anymore, actually. Meanwhile, Feb starting to drop low. Rubik was able to steal the Silence. A lot of damage is being dealt. The Clockwork Hook comes in. Old 11 still kept alive by that Tree Armor. He's going to try and chase down June now. The Silence is there, though, so no more right click or no more spell damage is going to come through. The Aegis is a backup and used by the PA. Kept alive for the moment in September by the IO, but it wasn't ever going to be enough. So Sylar back up and online. Old Chicken armlet toggling, surviving with his ultimate. They take down 3 and are going to take the tier 2 tower as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
What is he building? Did he give an axe to somebody?
Has fallen.
Am I crazy? What is he going for? He had so much money before. Does he have it on the courier now?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's going to be... He's going for the battle build. He's going for the Alchemist battle build, which you don't tend to see as the dagger gets thrown on in November. This was something that we actually saw, if you guys remember back. We'll talk about it some more if the team fight does not continue. Desolator completed for the PA. So this was a build that we saw previously out of Archon at Shanghai, like right before the Shanghai Major. Archon was running it, and they tended to actually go, instead of immediately into Assange, it was a Solar Crest into Blink Dagger, and then they went back for a Sange Halberd. And you became this like indomitable force that was running around and finding kills. He's also going for only the 2 points in Grievel's Greed. I should have realized this early. He's maxing Unstable Concoction next. What is this? What is... Alright, I don't even know what the fuck that is. I have no idea what happened right there. The relocate gank, I'm not sure what they're hoping to accomplish with that. Feb is going to get jumped upon. They have Old Chicken in the area, starting to bring him down. He's not going to be able to TP out, and more Bloodstone charges. The thing that's really strong about this build from the Alchemist is that it allows you to become a real monster early on. There's not a whole lot that you can do with this draft now from CDEC to stop this. Because he's got that Sange, that extra tank ability, they can start taking down towers. He's got the really low cooldown, consistent long duration stun as well. And now starting to take down this tower. Oh god, don't do it to me now, you stupid loss. Don't you do it. I want to watch this team fight unhampered. Silence onto a couple. They are going to phase shift away. June in some trouble. Just gets dismantled. Oh, very low, 100 HP. Not going to be able to take it down yet. Flare is doing a decent amount, but still, they're dodging away, and it looks like not yet. EHOME do not want to take this. I love this Alchemist build, and yeah, he's going back for that Halberd. Again, the previous iteration that we would see out of Archon, and I think that it was still Mu playing the offlane for that team, if I'm not mistaken, was you would have them go for a Solar Crest. Because he's going for the Heaven's Halberd, it's really strong against this Drow Ranger. It's great against the TA as well. Like, this TA has to keep on going for damage. You have to go for a Blink Dagger next. So, Meld Strike being the damage and the Blink giving you damage by virtue of your positioning. As we do see the lift up from September point him out of the cogs. He's not going to be able to do this. And meantime, they just go through a huge chakram. October is going down. Oh man, that was a terrible gank for the side of CDEC. They don't quite break the TP, unfortunately. But the thing that's so great about this is now you have to like go for more damage to deal with the Alchemist, but you also can't go for more damage because you need a BKB, otherwise you can't break Heaven's Halberd. The item is just like so good in this game. I am loving this draft from EHOME. I'm gonna gush over it a little while longer because to see this Alchemist early on, CDEC try and build around it and they don't have what they need, it's really good. And I mean, you could say that at this point, you know, 14,000 net worth, it doesn't matter what he goes. The real thing to keep in mind here is that it wasn't the items that he picked up. The armlet, fine, whatever, it wouldn't have mattered. He could have gone Radiance. The phase boots make a difference. Your positioning, your movement speed, your ability to get on top of these heroes. But more importantly, maxing out this unstable concoction as opposed to gain more points into Grievel's Greed. Grievel's Greed allows you to get the items that you need, the movement speed with the phase boots right there, and then the unstable concoction allows you to stay on top of that Drow Ranger. Max stun of 4 seconds with 360 damage. That's how they were able to build this lead. And now Feb potentially going to get jumped upon again. They have the lift back, bringing him low. That stun, oh, good blink away, but it still follows through. It doesn't matter. They find the kill. Looking for more now. Old 11 is thinking about going for that one. Old Chicken, he doesn't care if they're going for it. They just call the GG. You can't do anything to stop them. CDEC get dismantled by EHOME. Are they really? Was that a fake GG? All right, yeah, it's gone. Really, really well played. EHOME. I could talk about it the whole time, but it's rare that you see like item decisions, skill build decisions completely catch your opponent off guard and win you the game because of it. So very impressed with EHOME, more so than I've been in any of the other tournaments so far. I'm really impressed with them and I can't wait to see them play some more. But a quick 2-0 does mean we've got a little while before the next game is going to be taking place. It's going to be Newbie facing off against LGD, and this is, at least for me, going to be my first look at the new LGD with the built around maybe. So keep your eyes peeled. We'll be back in just a little while with next game, next series. And see you guys in a few. If you feel so inclined, continue to follow me at LyricalDota, but of course continue to follow the Summit 6. Action is going to continue on. We've got matches for the SEA region. China has just started up today as well, and I'm sure very shortly we'll start talking about the EU and American regions as well. So see you guys in just a little while.